Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm back live. I hope you're all well. Maybe let me know in the chat who's here. Oh, YouTube is a funny one. I always immediately see how puffy I'm annoying. Laura's stretch and relax classes since she's been covering me. Great, we'll get started in just a moment. Morning, Shona. Morning, Caroline. Lovely to be back. Yeah, I've been a bit busy here, there, and everywhere, and yeah, so back this week, back in action. Morning, Adam. Everybody's here. Nice. Maybe we'll get started. Yeah, so I think you all know. You're all pros at this, but if you're joining later and you haven't done this class before, maybe make sure you've got some paper and a pen as we're going to do some written tasks. We're going to do a bit of breath work, a bit of meditation, and we'll reflect at the end on everything. We're going to do today, the class is going to be about self-discovery. So it's the last day of February, which is mental. I feel like the other day I was saying it's the first day of February. And yeah, maybe we could look at self-discovery in the year so far, in where you're feeling right now, in looking in ahead to March and the rest of the year. Yeah, I love February, but when it comes to an end, it always feels like the right time as well. Lovely. Great. So for the start, we're going to do a little face massage because it feels good. It's nice to connect and give a little bit back to all the muscles here that we put out there every day and we put a lot of tension into. So yeah, we're going to start with face massage. Let's go straight for the jaw today. So you can use your index finger and your middle finger. I'm going to do some nice circles on the jaw. You can close your eyes and keep them open, whatever feels better for you. And if you have lots of experience in massage or you've done this a few times, go with what feels good for you and what your face needs this morning. So this part of the jaw can get really tight and maybe you want to put more pressure into where the tension is, or you want to continue with the circles in each direction and changing whenever you're ready. This part of the jaw, I'll just tell you while you're massaging. Often when people pick up heavy things or get angry, people go like this and they get really tense in this part of the jaw. So let's shake that off. And then we'll just use all our fingers and just shake. You can make a noise if you want. Nice. And we'll move up to the temples. You often see kind of people in movies and on TV doing this when they've got a sore head or when things are stressing them out. We also, I think because it's near the eyes and the eyebrows and where the frown lines kind of form, it gets really pulled, this area, and it's also got a bit of a dip, so it does hold stress, and it can feel really nice to release it with just some circles and not pressing too hard as opposed to the jaw. It's a bit more sensitive up here. Lovely. And we're just gonna go up from the nose and just wipe our eyebrows and down. So wiping up and along the eyebrows and down. However you want to do that. Maybe put more pressure on the top of the eyebrow or even underneath the eyebrow. Lovely. And then we'll do a few underneath. So just kind of pulling up. Also here, this is good to do when you do your skincare, to pull your eyes up a bit, being a bit more gentle because the skin's a bit more sensitive here. Nice. And we'll do one of my favorites, So by the nose, if you put some pressure in at the bottom of the nose, you can maybe feel where your cheekbone is and where the top of your teeth are. There's that kind of spot. And we're going to push in and along and up the cheekbone and up towards the ear. So you're pushing in, along and up towards the ear. Do that a few times. This is the least attractive one to watch yourself doing. But that's okay. Pushing in, along and up. Maybe you can give a little rub at your ear when you get there. And yeah, we'll do 2 more. So we're going to put our thumbs up and under our chin. This is also a good one if you sing, to release, and pushing along the inside of your jaw. So kind of going along this line. It's pushing up and along the inside of the jaw. You might feel some lumps and bumps that could be, you might want to pause on them, give them a bit longer. Nice. And then last little thing, just going to roll our shoulders back, sit up nice and tall, and we're going to grab our earlobes. And as we pull our head up and just imagine we're lifting up really, really high, like it's a string at the top of your head, we're just going to pull on the earlobes gently down. So having that tension with the body going up and kind of pulling the earlobes down. You can even move a little bit side to side as you're pulling the head up, relaxing the ribs. And let it go. Lovely. So let that go. Gonna close our eyes, find somewhere comfortable to be, to sit today. Lovely. So just taking a minute to notice how that feels, what you can feel still on your skin and your face. Maybe you could feel a slight lengthening from your skull with the ear pull. Maybe noticing how your day's been so far and how you're feeling more emotionally before we begin the rest of class. Lovely. And we've just noticed our face and maybe our hands and how we've been manipulating and relaxing the face a little bit more, but just noticing how the rest of your body's feeling. So you pulled yourself a bit more tall, a bit more upright. So just how are the shoulders and the neck feeling? And the chest. And both of your arms. How are your ribs? Your belly and your back. How's your pelvis and your hips? How about your legs, the muscles around your legs, your knees, and your shins? And finally, your feet. How are your feet feeling today? Lovely. And then we're going to change the focus to more internally. So just noticing where your breath is at. Maybe you haven't noticed it yet so far. And then we're going to take some nice deep breaths in and out of the nose, really filling up the whole torso. Just really moving that air around the body. Finding more and more room each time, more and more space to expand, to explore. To grow. Lovely. Now we're going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, really blowing out all that air, maybe sighing, fluttering the lips, whatever might feel good to you this morning. So breathing in through the nose and out. 2 more times, breathing in and out. 1 more time, breathing in and out. Lovely. Gonna blink your eyes open. Come back to your space, or you roll your shoulders, have a stretch, have some tea, coffee, water. Gonna grab our notebooks and we'll get started with some writing. I am on the strong black coffee this morning. Lovely. Oh, got a little yellow leaf in my plant right here. Need to peel that off after. Nice, everyone. So we are going to do some written tasks about self-discovery, whether that is throughout, you want to focus more on like throughout February, throughout the year so far, maybe looking towards March. See how you feel with the questions and see where your mind wants to take you. Or maybe your pen. So the first question, I just want you to have an awareness of what are you struggling with right now? So let's write down some things that you're struggling with. And it's okay to struggle, it's okay to find things difficult, and it's part of life. And there's, saying it again, there's a lot going on in the world right now that maybe is very unexpected and seems a bit crazy. So maybe you're struggling with that. What are you struggling with right now? Lovely. So finishing that one off when you're ready. We'll move on to the next one. So again, picking whichever kind of focus and time period you want to, whether it's the present or looking towards the future or the recent past. Do you feel like you're not meeting other people's expectations? Do you feel like you're not meeting other people's expectations? Okay, and finishing that off when you're ready. Great. And now you're going to write the numbers 1 to 5 with some space beside them. And beside those 5 numbers, I'd like to list 5 things that always make you feel better. So 5 things that always make you feel better, without a doubt, no matter what. These 5 things will always make you feel better. Lovely. It's taking another minute, or not minute, 30 seconds to finish that off. Lovely. My 30 seconds is more like 10. I should just say 10. So we're going to move on to the final question of this morning. We've looked at what we're struggling with. We've looked at expectations that other people might have, and if we feel like we're not meeting them, and things that always make us feel better no matter what. And now I want you to look at and think, how can you make yourself a priority in your own life? So in what ways can you make yourself more of a priority if maybe you've not been doing that? Well, that took me a while to say that. How can you make yourself a priority in your own life? Great, so finishing that off when you're ready. Amazing. You pop your pen and paper to the side, have another drink. Do we need to do? Find a comfy place to be. You know the drill. And we're going to do a bit of pranayama, so a bit of breath work before we do our meditation, or a bit of a longer, more guided meditation. Nice. So for our pranayama, I think I did it 2 weeks ago on the pre-recorded one. So just a chant of an which is kind of stereotypically people think about it when they think of meditation and mindfulness and that sort of thing. And it's pronounced in 2 parts. So it's kind of using your mouth. You can say it with the A-U-M, but it is O-M in the way that you would spell it. So is more how it would be pronounced. Wow, my words are taking a lot longer to say the same thing this morning. And we're going to breathe in through our nose, breathe out through our nose, breathe in one more time, and then we're going to chant our Om, and we're going to try not touch our lips until we're finished. It doesn't matter how long you go for. If you go for forever, if you go for 2 seconds, that's okay. And just close your eyes and just see how that feels in the chest. It can feel quite warming, quite opening. And whenever we're finished, we're going to keep our eyes shut, return our breath back to normal, and I will guide you through the rest of the meditation. So, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose, breathing in to prepare. And breathing when you're finished. As I've said before, I have a very small lung capacity, just naturally from birth, so it takes me a bit longer to do that, but it's okay. It develops with time, like singers increase their lung capacity by practicing. So we're just doing the same, we're just practicing. So we're going to close our eyes and find a comfortable place to be. Letting the mind rest, letting the body rest. And in your mind, I want you to imagine yourself walking. So imagine yourself walking. You don't have to know where you're walking to just yet, but just imagine yourself walking. And in your walking, where are you right now? If you were to give it a place, give it a name, give it a location, where are you walking? Are you by some water, grass, a city? Where are you right now? And where might you be walking to in this place? What can you see around you? What could you hear in this space? Whether it's wind, waves, traffic, people, what can you hear? What can you smell? Is there anything specific coming to mind? What can you smell? What can you feel? Is it the ground beneath your feet? Is it your hands brushing past the clothes you're wearing? Maybe you can feel long grass or sand. What can you feel? And finally, is there anything you can taste? Maybe you could imagine you've just eaten something lovely or had a coffee or tea. Or maybe you can taste the salty air. What can you taste? And suddenly in this space, I want you to come across a house. I want you to stand in front of that house and take it all in. I want you to picture it as clearly and specifically as you can. What does it look like? How tall is it? Do you know who owns it? Have you seen it before? Are you creating it in your mind for the first time? And I want you to slowly enter that house. Take your time walking into that space. And as you walk into that house, I want you to leave behind people's expectations and walk into a space where you are the priority, a place that you have chosen, a place that you have created. And while you're walking into that house, I'm just going to read a short quote. Just because someone has expectations of you, it doesn't make their expectations your responsibility. You decide what you can and cannot accept for your life. And now you're in that house. I want you to imagine it all fades away. But keep that feeling, keep that sensation, and let the rest dissipate, let the rest fade, disappear, until you're back in the present moment. I'm going to take a nice deep in-breath through the nose and exhale through the mouth, sighing, fluttering your lips, whatever you need. And we'll do it twice. So breathing in and out. One more time, in and out. And open your eyes. Come back to your space. We're going to grab our notebooks and our pens and write down any thoughts, feelings, words of reflection to close the class. Lovely. And while you're doing that, I want to say thank you so much, everyone, for coming. I'm back live. It's been so lovely to teach you all again and, yeah, be here on the old YouTube. And Laura's covering my class for the last time this Wednesday, and then I'll be back for Stretch Relax next week. But meditation is back. Yeah, thanks so much, and I hope you have a great week. And the sun comes out again. We had a lovely day yesterday. Drink lots of water, look after yourself. Yeah, thanks so much, everyone. Oh, YouTube, like the video if you liked it. Drop us a comment. Maybe subscribe if you haven't already. All the videos are on the channel and or on the Studio K members website as well. That you can look at all the previous classes that we've done. And yeah, if you have any questions, thoughts, feedback, anything you want me to know, anything you want to pass on, anything you want the classes to be about in the future, do let me know. I am here for you. Thanks, Shona. Yeah, have a lovely week, everyone. Thanks, Caroline. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'll see you next week. Have a great week. Thanks, Adam. Oh, great. Oh, it's so nice to be back. And always have such lovely people take my class. Amazing. I'm going to end it there, but if you do have anything, as always, you can message me, you can email me, you can hit me up however you like, and I'll be there. Bye, everyone.